welcome
to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name is John.
And I'm Sarah.
And thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Appreciate you joining us on local cable.
That's right.
As well as live streamed on the World Wide Web. Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you. We hope you had a good Wednesday.
Yeah, hump day was pretty good.
Hump day was pretty mild. You can tell everybody's just kind of mellowing out until this weekend.
Exactly. Everybody's sort of taking it easy, taking a break. This weekend is really busy.
It is a busy one.
In fact, I was reading the infamous and what should I say about Mike Taylor in the Calaveras
yes.
Enterprise?
What was
and
Mike?
His sluice box.
Okay.
Sluice box.
All right.
Yes, I was reading his sluice box today. And if you haven't picked it up, it would be a pretty interesting read. Mike's a really good writer. He's a really great guy. But he was talking about everything that's happening this weekend. Lumberjack days.
Oh, this, yeah.
There's a Big Trees interpretive situation going on. Event.
If you're into more of a highbrow,
yes, if you actually want to learn something. Yeah. And then obviously there's Grape Stomp. So here on Wednesday, everybody's sort of being mellow, preparing for the weekend.
It is. And as an interesting thing is, I guess while we're on Grape Stomp, now this is kind of a fun thing. Now yesterday, we have a couple little interviews we're going to play.
That's right.
Now yesterday I had the pleasure of meeting with local winemaker, Scott Clan. And he's the winemaker for Twisted Oak. And he's also the proprietor of Newsom Harlow.
That's right.
So he's
he
a man
has
that wears
like
many hats.
a dual job.
Dual job. So this is one that was shot at Twisted Oak yesterday. And it has kind of a preview piece of the clip that we'll show you afterwards.
Right, afterwards. So.
Good afternoon. My name is John with the Pine Tree. I have the pleasure of being out here.
And we know that guy.
John, thanks, Scott. How are you? Hey, good. Now, I guess we're what, 3 or 4 days out from the Grape Stomp?
We are. We indeed. We're 4 days out from the big event. Yeah.
So 3 days out now.
14th annual.
14th annual. We've done this obviously 14 years now. It's supposed to be a great day.
Oh, yeah.
84 degrees. Bright blue and clear. Yep.
Is it supposed
And
to
this
be
isn't
84
really
hours?
hard-hitting journalism. It's kind
No,
of
but it's
a...
interesting. It's kind of a...
For the first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
So
I
he's
was,
been here for
working,
every one.
That's right, for 14 years.
In the cellar as usual. But now I get to break away.
There you go. Now, you're part of the infrastructure. You've been around here so long now that...
Yeah, I started in 92 out of Stephen.
Wow. Wow. Very cool. Now, I guess, for another thing, I guess you guys are going to go do the PR Roadshow tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, Steve Couts and Steve Pelham and myself, we're going to go down to
happened
the
today.
KCRA,
That happened today.
What is the noon news experience
Yeah.
thing, and we did that last year.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Now, I guess they draw lots to the shortest one gets to be the mucker. Is that the...
Yeah, we haven't decided that yet. Technically speaking, if going by seniority, I've got the short straw yet.
So they're talking about who gets to keep the spigot open.
Exactly.
Now, out here at Twisted, now what is some of the... It's been a pretty good year so far out here. What are some of the things...
We've had a great year so far. We're about 3/4 of the way through crush, although it seems like I've been saying that for about a week and a half now. But we're still waiting on some very important lots to come in, and the weather like today that we're supposed to have all the way through Saturday and into next week is going to help us out quite a bit.
Nice. Okay. The takeaway. Come on out on Saturday. Great fun day.
Clip number
Grape
1.
Stomp will be in the...
Okay, there we go. Now, today, they went to the big town.
That's
they went to
right,
Sacramento and actually went
Sacramento.
on Real TV.
On Real
TV, where they actually have camera people.
That's right.
And,
That's right. They have
the little things around
hooked
their
up
mics.
reporters. Yes, those little things.
The little things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we go.
And
I
they
think
have
this
also,
is
they have
Eileen
these little
Javora.
things too that say live.
They say live, yes. So
Oh, we all remember this one, the I Love Lucy episode where they're stomping grapes. Things get a little nasty in the tub there. We're going to have our own little competition out here. You're watching the KCRA3 News, the News at Noon, live from the Experience. We are celebrating the Grape Stomp that is going on in Calaveras County this weekend.
Oh, she looks at her notes, too.
Joining us today,
Yeah, look at that.
we have Stephen Couts of Ironstone Vineyards from Murphy's, and of course Scott
Stephen
Clan,
Couts, he's
also
the one on the left.
winemaker from Twisted Oak Winery,
And there, we
Scott
just saw
Clan, there's the
Scott
one
Clan.
from our interview.
as our lovely producer. And
So we're right up there with the big
So
boys.
we're
So is there any trick to really getting the vegetables.
Yeah, they're going to tell us how to really get all the juice out.
Just jump around, get them all squished down, and it's the muckers, which I'm going to be doing.
Oh, he's mucking.
He's mucking.
He's mucking.
You got to get the grapes squashed.
Okay, so your competitors have 3 minutes to do this. This is my first time stepping into the grapes. Oh my God, this is disgusting.
Oh, so Scott's mucking too, huh?
Oh, they're both mucking.
Oh my God. Okay, so when I say go, now they have 3 minutes.
Now, who is this?
How
They
many
didn't
teams or how
introduce
many
this
people
person.
compete in
Who's
this?
that?
I think that was the producer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wonderful. Hey, Walt, can you assist me here?
You're so full
There's
of
Walt
knowledge.
Gray.
Oh, there's Walt
Because Dan
Gray.
and I are going to go out of here trying to squish the most juice out of these
Where did
grapes.
you find Ann?
Wow. See,
They are
now
mucking.
you too can participate. in
Yes,
this type
you
of
too.
A situation on Saturday. It's just $40 for a couple, and if you're there by yourself, they'll find you a partner.
Coming here.
So, see, this was on Channel 3 today.
Channel 3 News. Now look at that.
That's actually pretty good output
That's
there.
very good.
Ladies,
Gee, this is a workout.
how does it feel, Eileen?
It feels disgusting because the
I did a little mini grape smashing on Sunday afternoon.
You did?
We actually picked the grapes, which gives you an appreciation for how difficult it is to.
Was this at your house, or where
No,
was this?
no, this was down in Murphy's at a friend's house.
So you were practicing?
And then we didn't step on them. We took 2x4s and beat those little grapes up.
Uh-huh.
So people can dress up in their
There we go.
wine crushing garb.
Togas.
We
Costumes.
have wonderful characters that show up in these
Yeah.
great costumes.
There's
a
usually toga people out there.
Contest, grape stomp competition. Just enjoy yourself out in the park and come to Murphy's and have a wonderful time this Saturday.
Yeah, and don't wear white pants. Don't wear white pants. All right, let's sell it for you. It's the 14th annual Calaveras Grape Stomp. It's this Saturday
we are.
in beautiful Murphy's, USA.
Oh,
Stomp kicks off at 9:30 in the morning.
866-806 wine.
That's right.
Admission to watch this mayhem is free.
So we made it to the big time.
So,
806 wine.
there we go.
Wow.
Calaveras
Next year, we're
County
looking
made it
to be
to...
on the national news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You never
they
know.
could be national on
Well, we
the
are
Pine Tree
national.
now.
See?
There you go.
We're worldwide.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Delusionally, never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. Technically, we're
But
worldwide.
anyway, that was kind of the big
Yeah.
little thing of, little Calaveras County made it to Channel 3.
That's right.
KCRA.
That's right. And our own Stephen Couch.
Stephen Couch.
Scott, what's his last name?
Clan,
sorry. Made it out there too. And so what else do you have?
Oh,
for
we
us
had,
out there?
a couple little rundown of, I guess, some real news
Real
pieces.
news, exactly.
Real news.
Real
The
news.
fire restrictions have been lifted in the high hazard areas. And this is a release from the U.S. Forest Service.
Mm-hmm.
The Forest Service today announced that due to recent storms and cooler temperatures,
Yeah.
restrictions in effect by the forest order since July 25 are now lifted within the high hazard areas of the Stanislaus National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Visitors can use wood, charcoal, gas fires, or stoves outside of developed campgrounds as long as they possess a valid California campfire permit and follow the permit regulations. And what are those regulations, you might ask?
Oh, okay.
Did I hear you say that?
No.
No,
Here,
okay.
Let me appease
Here we go.
you. What are those regulations, pray tell?
Yeah. Clear all flammable material away from the campfire, barbecue, gas, or gas stove in a minimum of 5 feet.
5 feet?
5 feet.
Okay.
Have a shovel available at the campfire site for preparing and extinguishing campfires. Have a responsible person. Roots. We're out.
We're out.
In attendance at all times. Never leave a fire unattended. Extinguish the campfire with plenty of water using the drown, stir, and feel method.
Wow. That's not even worth having a fire.
And number 5, during dry, windy weather conditions, avoid building and maintaining campfires.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that was it.
Okay. The other local news is flu vaccination clinics are actually going to be held in Calaveras County. They have their flu vaccine, and there are some sort of guidelines as to who should get flu vaccines, adults over age 50.
And she was
children-
making fun of my fire
That's
regulations.
right. Children 6 months up to 5 years of age, and those who have chronic medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, and let's see here. And there will be a plethora of community flu clinics, actually.
A plethora?
Plethora through December 2007 through January 2008. And they will start in late October. In Valley Springs, San Andreas, Angels Camp, Copperopolis, Arnold, West Point, and San Andreas. So if you go on the site and click the link, you can see exactly where those will be and the times, dates and
the times.
Mm-hmm. So, flu immunizations are out, and from what I've heard, they don't think there's going to be a shortage this year.
Oh.
Because sometimes there's a shortage, as some of us well know. So, back to you.
Back to me. Oh, I was letting some video buffer there.
Oh, so let's buffer.
I
Murphy's Holiday
couldn't
Open
resist.
House is asking for musicians and other entertainers.
That's right.
While that's buffering, we'll talk about this. Holiday Open House happens. Ooh, my goodness. There we go. Do you want to play that?
I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Sure.
All right. Here we go. All right. What we have here now, since we talked about grape stomps, right?
Yes, this is the actual grape
This is
stomp
the
footage
actual
from last year.
finals. The finals.
The finals from last year.
Here they are. They are stomping.
3 minutes left. That's what I said. There's still 3 minutes left, so they're working hard to make this work.
They're working hard, and I think that is the quote.
They're working hard to make this
That
work.
is the Doug Brown quote that just sticks with me. That was the takeaway. They're working hard to make it
this
work.
work.
That's right.
Which says a lot in its unspoken words.
It does. They are just working hard to make that
it work.
They
Exactly.
are just working hard.
Exactly. But I still think you should go out there
And
and
see
you
what
should film right down when you're stomping or mucking.
see.
Put the muck cam on.
We'll do that. The muck
The
cam.
muck cam.
There we
That's
go.
right.
And what you don't see in this is, let's see if we pan for the audience. I don't know if I panned for the audience or
I don't
not.
think you did.
Although I do like to pan.
You do.
Yes.
Wow, that is amazing you didn't pan.
The Crushionators.
Oh, there we go.
7, 6, 5,
Oh, wow.
3, 2, 1. That's it.
And the excitement is just palpable.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. But we shouldn't ignore West Point Lumberjack Days.
No,
this
of course
weekend
not.
as
That
well,
is
but
the bookend, the other
the
opposite
other
end.
opposite end, bookend. So we'll talk about them a little more tomorrow night too, which is our Thursday night entertainment.
The
What to do.
entertainment show.
And there-
yes, of course.
There are other things to do after you go to Lumberjack Days and the Grape Stomp this weekend.
There are.
There are. But back to musicians and other entertainers needed for Murphy's Holiday Open House. Annual Murphy's Holiday Open House put on by the Murphy's Business Association takes place the first weekend or first Friday of December. This year it will be December 7th. And the event planners are extending an invitation to choral groups and instrumental musicians and other entertainers who would like to entertain during that time. It's kind of a cool little
And I
event.
want to mention something. You may
go
have
to.
seen some of the posters around. Now, this is an event that's coming up not this weekend,
No, not this
not
weekend.
next weekend,
Nope.
but the following. And they have great graphics.
They do.
It is really nice looking
Mr.
stuff.
Frog's Wild
Mr. Frog's
Ride.
Wild Ride. Now, this is a half century or century, and it benefits Feeney Park.
Yes.
So, Mr. Frog's Wild Ride. So, if you want to get out there and ride for a good cause,
This would be
go
the
to
weekend to do it.
mrfrogswildride.org.
Did you ever ride Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at Disneyland?
I think I have at some point in the past.
Yes. I was wondering if maybe you rode it recently with
I
your
thought
children.
maybe you were asking if I'd ever ridden in a century or not.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
That was a great ride. That is a great ride at Disneyland.
Mr. Frogs?
Mr. Toad's.
Mr. Toads.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Yes. You
Now,
have to
one
go
of the
down
things-
to Fairy Tale Land and Disneyland to experience that particular gem.
All right. Now, one of the things we're going to start trying to do here on the Nightly News is to mix in a little more national news. Because we know that for the time investment you're making to come sit with us,
Yes.
you probably want to just get a little snapshot of what's going on.
Can I talk about the state news first? There's just
Sure,
a couple,
let's do it.
couple of headlines that actually jumped out at me. This was the dual looms on seizure of property. This is actually from Dan Walters in the Sacramento Bee. And he starts out with, when a constitutional amendment to restrict seizures of private property, which affects a lot of us, by local and state governments died in the closing hours of the legislative session, it signaled that California voters once again may have the last word on an issue that has powerful emotional and financial impacts. And the other one was this one, state internet services shut down over hacker intrusion.
Really?
Yes, this is LA Times. A hacker who directed people from a county website to pornography triggered a federal shutdown of state government internet and email service late Tuesday afternoon, according to a spokesman from Governor
It's
Arnold,
not funny,
Arnold
but I had
Schwarzenegger.
to,
Yeah.
you know.
The state system, which uses the domain name ca.gov, was never hacked, and all of its websites and emails should be functioning within a few hours, spokesman Aaron McClear said. So that was sort of an interesting little aside.
And we weren't trying to make light of it, but it's
No.
kind of funny. All right, on the national news. Now this is on international. They're reporting that as many as 3,000 people are trapped in a South African gold mine. And you know, when we think about disasters in this country, sometimes you don't think of other countries in the magnitude of the disasters there, because you know, as bad as we have when we have accidents like the tragic accident in Utah a month or so ago, the numbers are still relatively small because of the safety measures we have put in place and things like that.
Absolutely.
And if you look at other cultures where it's mostly just a brute manpower, 3,000, and they have had contact with them, I believe.
They have.
And
they're not injured. They're just stuck down there, and apparently there is another way out, but it's a very small cage that they use, so they're trying to get them out of that particular shaft.
Wow.
And it will take quite a while. So they've been able to get to food and water down to the workers down there. Apparently a water pipe burst and actually caused this situation. So 3,000 of them, and they're trying to get them out. So,
and to paraphrase Doug Brown, they're working hard to make it work.
That's right. Especially with a small mining shaft and a small cage and 3,000 people. Yeah.
And this other one is there's been a sinkhole open up in San Diego.
Don't you just love those sinkholes?
And I guess we'll click on this to see our update. So there's been that was earlier today when I heard it. We'll see. Yeah, wow, look at that.
Well, you know, in any area where there's been any sort of mining at all, there's that possibility. Like up here, well, that one, that's actually a roadway.
I don't think there's much mining in La Jolla.
No, but you never know.
Maybe mining
maybe
for
erosion.
Mining for a second husband or a second.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Just
erosion,
kidding. All right, not to pick on La Jolla.
Erosion.
We don't want any.
Well, you never know. They could have mined for something down there. I was just thinking in the Cornish mines, like up here too. People need to watch out for those sinkholes.
As opposed to game hens. That's
right.
Okay.
Yes. A woman was just hanging her laundry like 10 years ago, and she disappeared down a sinkhole. Not that that's funny for the family involved.
No, it
but,
wasn't.
You know,
She didn't perish, did she?
I can't remember what happened to her.
No.
I just remember this story.
You remember the sinkhole?
I remember the sinkhole. Yes.
And in the news of the bizarre.
Okay.
Or not bizarre, but I guess the incomprehensible, but it's serious. There's some New Englanders and some Southerners that are meeting to see if they can secede from the United States. And they're serious.
Really?
They want liberal states like Vermont to be able to secede peacefully, and portions of the South, which have never ceased to chafe after becoming part of the Union again after the Civil War, would like to.
They would like to secede.
And Texas still thinks of itself as a.
As their own.
Yeah, and who we got? And this is the interesting thing. Here we go. Okay, sorry.
Okay, well.
Separated by hundreds of miles of divergent political philosophies, the Middlebury Institute and the League of the South are hosting a 2-day secessionist convention starting Wednesday in Chattanooga.
Really?
So, you thought all that stuff had died down 150 years
Yeah,
ago.
It doesn't. It doesn't die down at all.
You would think.
Yep.
I mean...
We could really get the wacky news, actually, if we wanted to.
The wacky news?
The worthy, weird, and wacky news. And these are actually from legitimate news sites. Man sleeps through gunshot to head from the San Francisco Chronicle.
Wow.
Michael Lusher apparently is a sound sleeper.
Yeah,
You'd
the
think
dirt
so.
nap.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A small caliber bullet struck this 37-year-old Altsier man in the head as he slept Sunday morning, but he didn't realize it until he awoke nearly 4 hours later and noticed blood coming from his head, said Corporal R.H. McQuaid of the Cabell County Sheriff's Department.
So he slept through it.
He slept through it.
And as an interesting thing on positioning as we get into the election, deeper into the election cycle, Rudy Giuliani has started comparing Hillary Rodham Clinton to George McGovern.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So they're starting to try to stake out pieces of little, because if they can paint her in the
in that box,
that earnest,
that's right,
well-meaning but losing platform.
Well, exactly. If they can paint her in that box, then we'll see what happens.
Somehow I think though she has a little more fight in her than McGovern.
I'm thinking so.
So anyway,
well,
that's
for her
kind
to
of,
get this far, whether you like her or not, for her to get this far with all of the negative press, she has some fight in her.
yeah.
Definitely. And apparently, let me go back to the weird and wacky news.
The weird and wacky.
This is kind of a cute one from USA Today. Sea lion joins California school children's walkathon. Isn't that cute? He has flippers instead of feet and certainly no sneakers or hiking boots, but that didn't stop a sea lion from joining school children on a walkathon.
All right. And this one I thought was really funny. And this is from Sarah's home of citizenship as well.
My home of citizenship?
Other
the
citizenship.
BBC.
All right, here we
yeah,
go.
That's true, the other.
Now, there was a Thai restaurant in the Soho district in London, okay, was cordoned off and raided for a chemical alert. Okay, they thought there was some
foreign
weapons of mass destruction or something
exactly.
like that. All right. Somebody smelled what they thought were chemicals. So we went in there, cordoned it off, and assisted the fire brigade, the police spokesman said. The ambulance service dispatched of hazardous response teams to it. Firefighters dressed in special suits smashed down the doors to discover the source of the smell.
Was natural after all. What was it?
It was
Pray tell.
a Nam Prickpo chili sauce. So it was a very, very, very strong chili sauce.
Exactly.
So there was been a chili. You know, they got to be able to turn this publicity around to where if you want the world, you know,
the world's hottest chili.
Chili's so hot that it's
it's
a weapon of mass destruction.
Exactly. See, you're
They
quick on
found the
uptake. You're like this.
WMDs. It was at a Thai restaurant in London.
Wow.
All right.
And going back to weird and wacky, armless one-legged driver leads chase. This is from the San Francisco.
What's up with the
Chronicle.
amputee stories? Because I was going to run with one next.
Well, I'll just read the headline. Authorities were led on a high-speed vehicle chase by an armless, one-legged man, and they said this wasn't the first time the 40-year-old eluded police. He must go really fast on his
An armless, one-legged man.
Exactly. Anyway, you go to your amputee story.
Now, I don't think the stories are related.
No.
All right. Two U.S. men are locked in a war of words over custody of an amputated leg, which one of them says he lost in a plane crash, and the other insists he owns it since it was inside a barbecue he bought at an auction.
Oh, I heard about that one.
John Wood of South Carolina says he had left the limb inside the barbecue smoker at a storage facility because he wanted to be buried with it. But the storage business auctioned off the barbecue and other items after Wood fell behind. Wood is now up in arms over the leg, and the buyer of the barbecue wants to keep it. Shannon, who was at first shocked at what he found inside the smoker, now believes it could bring him fame and fortune.
Oh, really?
He believes a lot of money could be... For now, he's put up a sign on the smoker charging adults $3 and children $1 for a peek inside.
Oh.
Even though the leg is no longer inside, but at a funeral home.
It's just a little twist on
he
the
even
local
suggested
lemonade stand.
Joint custody of the leg.
Oh my goodness. How was the original owner walking around without his leg, though?
Wood lost the leg in a 2004 plane crash.
But does he have another prosthesis that he's using while this one was lost?
He kept the limb in a freezer, then dried it out in his front yard and eventually stored it away.
Oh, it's not a prosthesis. It's a regular leg.
This is the one that was taken off.
Oh!
This is the leg.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yes, this is the amputated leg.
Oh, okay. On to something else. That just went whoosh right over my head.
Yeah, you didn't see that, did you?
I didn't quite. I thought it was just a prosthesis that he had just. I don't know what I thought.
Yes.
Obviously, I didn't think that deeply about it. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, wow.
And there's one other website we wanted to go to here locally.
Okay.
This is the. Here we go. Protect one of the backers of the jail funding measure, Measure J, are doing have a website up, protectcalaveras.com. My parents raised me in Calaveras, where we didn't lock our doors because we felt safe. I want the same for my kids and their children. Cameron Burr, lifelong Calaveras County resident.
Ah.
And this is a whole thing about the grand jury report.
Yes.
Reasons why we need the new jail, various other things. So, protectcalaveras.com.
Protectcalaveras.com.
There we go.
Very
We're going to go to weather.
Yes,
we're running out of time.
We need to go to weather.
It's going to be a quick weather.
A quick weather.
Quick weather.
Ooh, okay.
All right. I better look up Bangor, Maine.
Yes, okay. Let's do Arnold. Weather. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high of 62 degrees. Friday, 40% chance of showers with 56 degrees. And Saturday, a cool 61 degrees.
Bangor, Maine weather. 65 degrees and raining tonight. 76 degrees with a 53-degree low tomorrow. 76 and 53 on Friday. And 73 and 53 on Saturday. So,
wow,
nice. Nice temps.
Murphy's. Thursday, mostly sunny at 71 degrees. Friday, 30% chance of thunderstorms, a high of 67 degrees. And Saturday, a sunny 72 degrees. And let's get down here to Angel's Camp before he shuts me off. Thursday, mostly sunny at 72 degrees. Friday, 30% chance of thunderstorms, 68 degrees. And Saturday, a high of 73 degrees.
Thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow night
Yep,
for another edition of the celebrated Nightly News of Calaveras County. I'm John.
I'm Sarah. Good night.
Good night.